All right, boys. So we made $1,200 today. It's almost $1,300 on our funded accounts. As you can see, $427 across 3 Alpha Futures accounts. Right now, I'm focusing on these 3 Alpha Futures accounts because I want to show you guys that it's possible, and you don't need to have 20 accounts in order to make like actual fucking good money in these markets. All right. So we made a very, very, very quick $427. Now, was this a perfect, amazing setup that I would take 10 out of 10 times? Absolutely fucking not. But as a trader, you gotta be discretionary. You gotta have some discretion. You gotta use your fucking brain and your intuition, right? And your market experience. I've been doing this shit for fucking 3 years, man. Actually, like today, we are on December 15th, 2024. 2025, I mean, of course, 2025. And I've been doing this shit since December 2022, all right? So I started 3 fucking years ago, and it's been a fucking journey. So I don't want you guys to start comparing and feeling bad about yourself if you're doing that for 6 months or even a year. Bro, you're not gonna make fucking money in your first 2 years of trading. And if you do, you're gonna fucking blow it because you don't have the market experience, you don't have the market knowledge, you don't have the experience, you haven't been through shit to get to a point where you're actually making consistent money. But yeah, anyways, so in terms of the trade I took today, all right, let me go quickly to trading view. All right, so this was 9:30, right? 9:30, we were right over here. We swept this buy side right over here, and we had this fucking, we're inside trading inside a 4 hour and 1 hour gap. Now 9:30 was right over here, and just pretty much what happened was we just started dumping. 9:30 started to fucking dump. All right. Now, we went inside, like at open, we went inside this never mind. I don't know what this line is. So yeah, we traded all the way here into like just traded lower, fucking dumping the whole session, right? And then what we had was a 5 minute fair value gap opened up right over here, right? After all this massive dump, this was the first fair value gap that presented itself. Now, where are we drawing towards? All right. What is my draw on liquidity? Draw on liquidity is the most important concept that you guys have to actually make sure you have a confident draw on liquidity before you take any trades. So for me, it was clearly we were displacing lower to take out these lows. And obviously, we had this daily fair value gap right over here, which has not been hit at the time of taking that trade. Let me just go back right over here. All right, so we trade back into the 5 minute gap, right? And then we have this 1 minute inversion right over here. So this was like my actual A plus setup. This was the setup that I should have taken. All right. So my stop would have been probably somewhere around here, a little bit above the fair value gap, like the inversion fair value gap, right? And then we got the inversion right over here. I would have entered right over here, right? And this was supposed to be my trade, all right? And then we would have ran just lower, 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 and then hitting those levels. But as you can see right over here, I did not take it. I did not take this trade. Why? So I should have entered right over here, but I just hesitated on that. Why did I hesitate, bro? Well, I thought that we are too low to go for a high probable short. Like I thought we were just too low, too overextended to the downside in order to take this as a short. But again, but then I was so fucking confident. Like I hesitated on the entry and I missed it. But then I was like, all right, we're going lower. Like this is very, 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 very bearish market conditions. We're gonna go lower towards that daily fair value gap, right? So I'm fucking entering shorts, right? So I entered shorts right over here on this candle, right? And I fucking close it 5 seconds later. All right. So as you can see right over here, 430. That was today, right? As you can see today, entry time, December 12th, sorry, December 15th, and I entered it around 10 a.m. and 24, like 10:24 9 seconds, and I exited in 10:24 15 seconds. So a 5 seconds trade, and I made $427. In 5 seconds, I just made 1.3 almost $1,000 in 5 seconds. All right. Now, was this a good trade? Was okay, let's say it like that. Was it a good trade? Yeah, absolutely. Was it based on my model and my setup? No. It was just more of an intuition discretionary trade. And as you can see, I mean, I closed it here in this candle. I could have definitely like extended it, right? Even more. I think so. What my trade was like something like this. No, I entered even lower. Yeah, I entered right over here. So this was my entry point, like very, very close to the low. And my take profit was a 1-to-1. So I almost made a 1-to-1. That was my trade, like my trade. And this is what I'm telling you guys. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't need to go for these high RR trades, bro. You don't need to go for a 1-to-3, 1-to-4, 1-to-5, 1-to-10 RR. Guys, a 1-to-1 RR, bro, was high risk, bro. I'm risking $500 per trade. This trade I risked like, yeah, $500. But this is all you need. Risk heavy on these funded accounts, right? Risk heavy. Go for a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 base hits. Okay. I could have gone like for a 1-to-2 here, 1-to-2 here, but I knew this wasn't like my exact model. I knew this was a very discretionary type of trade. So I was like, all right, I'm not risking it. Like I entered the trade and literally 2 seconds later, I was up like 200, 300, 400. So I was like, all right, I'm closing it, like manually closing this shit. Like I was out. All right. And that's pretty much it. I was like, yeah, I'm taking this money, taking the 1-to-1 R, and I'm out. So this was a trade for the day. Very, very like obvious trending lower day. Like as you can see, very, very lower, like yeah, trending lower. Like this day was obviously a very, very bearish day. I know a lot of people probably caught something here, like some kind of a long. I actually had a very good setup, so like for longs, but I'm gonna go over it like only if I take it. It's like my matrix model. This is what I call my matrix model. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. So as you can see right now, we're still like massively consolidating, and nothing for me to take, honestly. Nothing obvious for me to take. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this was the trade recap. This was the trade for the day. All right. Hopefully you guys learned that, you know, even if you don't actually like follow your exact model. Of course, if you're unprofitable, just stick to your model, stick to your rules. And if you have like no market experience, if you've been trading for under a year, under 2 years, bro, you know, you can trust yourself, but stick to your plan. And I'm not saying like I'm a millionaire trader, right? I'm not there yet, but I do live in Miami, and I'm, these funded accounts are in some nice profits right now. I'm going for that 1.5K max payout on each account, right? So I'm just like, all right, I bought zero accounts, no activation fee, no nothing, and I'm trying to run these up for like $3,000 in profit, and then I'm gonna take 1.5K from each account. So I still have like $2,000 in profit to make. So that's like another 2 trades or something like that, 2, 3 trades. Um, but yeah, we're up $1,000 on each account. So we're up $3,000 total on these accounts, up 1.2K today. And yeah, this is the trade recap. As you can see right now, we're fucking green on December, right? So we had one losing day on the first day of the month, but then we had a break even trade, and then we had a take profit 1-to-1, another break even. Then this was like a 1-to-1 trade, but I was going like lower risk because I think that trade was like outside my yeah, that was like that trade was kind of scuffed, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna lower risk. I'm gonna go lower risk on that. And then right over here, we're up $427, and it is Monday, right? So we have fucking okay. So we already have 3 winning days. So we need 2 more winning days of $200 or more to secure that payout. I'm not sure I'm gonna take it. I'm not sure I'm gonna get, like, for example, if I get 2 more winning days of 200, and for example, pretty much I'm aiming for $3,000 so of profit. Like I'm not gonna take the payout before hitting that $3,000 in payout, like in profit, because I want to go for that max payout. So 1.5K across each account. So that's what I'm going for. And right now, I need 2 more winning days to be eligible for a payout. Right now, as you can see, 70% winner on these accounts. Yeah, 70% winners on these accounts, which is fucking awesome. Average win loss of 2 to 1. So this is fucking great. And yeah, guys, we're fucking slowly heading our way into a fucking 4.5K payout, which is super, super, super nice. It's just about following your rules, bro, being disciplined, and, making sure you take good trades. And this was it for today. This was my trade recap for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe down below if you want to see more of these and you want to follow along my journey. And smash that like button. Leave a comment if you have anything to say to me, bro. I answered every single one of those. And yeah, I have an alpha futures code. Like, if you want to get some accounts, go ahead, bro. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out.